Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. I hope everyone's having a great day today. Welcome to another Hump Day Handmade. In these videos that we post on the last Wednesday of every month at 10 Eastern Standard Time, we make projects that you can recreate without a cutting machine. I'm hosting this year-long collab with Paulette at Scrappy Tape. Also joining us is Lisa at Happy Crafter, Brittany at BB's Crafts, and Chandra at Stockton Stuff. I'll be sure to link all of the ladies' channels down below. In this video, I created what I'm calling a book box. I wanted to create something that I could send goodies and also write a message in the packaging. So this box measures 5.5 by 4. There's 2 boxes connected and each one is about 1 inch thick. This paper that I matted it with is the DCWV Happy Day. I did a belly band, and this is a full 12-inch piece. It doesn't completely cover the boxes, so I used the cut apart to kind of take up, be a connector to take up that space. So this is a cut apart from the paper. It says, "Enjoy the little things." This happy belated birthday sentiment was gifted to me by Monica at Scrapping for My Boys. And this bow is something that I created last year. It's inspired by Natalie at Put Some Bling on It. She did a tutorial and I added a little pearl there in the center. Love how that turned out. Here's how the boxes look. I did mat them on all sides. And so all it is 2 A2 size card boxes that are connected by a piece of cardstock there on the back. They open here on each side, and then I matted them on the inside because I wanted to be able to put like a message, a sentiment or something here, and then sign it on the inside. So this says, "Balloon, blow up the balloons, bake the cake, wrap the presents, and get ready to make lovely memories. Have a happy birthday." That's from this Crafter's Companion stamp. And this was gifted to me by Tanya at I Dream by Tanya. So I absolutely love how these turned out. And then the belly band just goes back on there. If you don't want to do the belly band, another idea I had was either to put magnets on the inside of the opening. That way when it closed, it magnetized shut. Or you can always do Velcros on each side of this. I just didn't want anything here because I was using this to write my message and have a sentiment. Another idea, I saw somebody had a magnetic handle, and you can put your magnets on the insides of the box, and a piece that has 2 pieces of magnet that hold it together like an outside belly band like that. So those are some ideas for a closure for these and all the others that I created. I did use a belly band. So here are 2 others that I made, and I'll be sharing these in my CCAY projects for July. If you want to see what everyone else creates, just check out the hashtag CCAY2021. So to create this project, you will need 3 pieces of cardstock. 2 of them need to measure 10.5 by 8.5. So I took an 8.5 by 11 and I just cut off the 1/2 inch. And then you'll need a piece that measures 2 by 3 7/8. We'll start with the scoring on the larger piece. So I'm on let's start on the 8.5 inch side. So on the 8.5 inch side, the first score you want to do is at a 1/2 inch. This is Paper Tray Ink Bright White 110-pound cardstock that I'm using for mine. The next score will be at 1.5. Seven and at 8. So you want to turn it once, whichever way, doesn't matter. You want to start scoring on the 10.5 inch side at a 1/2 inch, 1.5, 5.5, and 6.5. That's all the scoring for the larger piece, and you do want to do it on both pieces of the 10.5 by 8.5. On the 2 by 3 and 7/8 inch piece, on the 2-inch side, you want to score at 1. And this will be the connector that attaches your two boxes together. If you want your piece to come further up this side, because mine just covers these parts right here on the bottom, if you want yours to come up a little bit, just make it maybe a 1/2 inch longer and then add another score in for the sides. That way you'll have coverage on this side, and this side. Just an idea. So here it is how it looks once you get all your cutting done. If you want to do this using a cutting machine, just find you some A2 size card boxes and create a little piece that will cover the bottom to attach the two boxes together. So for the cutting, I have my 1/2 inch score to my right. Starting on the right hand side, there's 2 small boxes down here on the bottom. You want to cut those up all the way to the second score line and cut both of those off. The next score line down, you want to go all the way up to the second score line and then cut that small box off on the end. You want to angle this because that'll be your little tab. The next score mark, you want to go all the way up again to the second score mark because this will be another little tab for the closure of the box. You want to angle this and also cut that little box off on the end. And you're going to do the same thing to the other side of this box. If I can get those things off. And then cut that off. So we're going to turn this around. My 1/2 inch score is now on my left. So let's start on the left hand side this time, cutting those 2 small boxes off on the bottom. On your second score, you want to cut up this tab. Cut that little rectangle off and then angle this tab. On the next score, you want to cut up to the second score mark again. Cut off that small box and also angle this tab. Okay, so I like for my closure to be by my opening. And when I say that, I mean like this. My tab will close like this. So I'm going to keep this flap. I'm going to get rid of this one. And then I'll get rid of the one on the opposite end. So these 2 pieces come off. So that one comes off. And then this one will come off. So we're going to fold on all of the score lines. And then I'm going to use double-sided tape on my tab. This is a 1/4 inch tape. I'm also going to use some liquid adhesive. And I'm using my Nouveau Deluxe adhesive. Get my other bottle. Just line your score marks up. And then and put your box together. If you want to round your corners, I did on mine, and let's see, that'll be this will be my opening. So I rounded the corners there. So this will be where my box opens. And then on this end, I'm going to seal this one using some double-sided tape. And I'll also put some glue on here. So that's the front of my box, and the other one will go together just like this. Okay, after you get your two boxes together, they're going to face each other like this. I've already put some double-sided tape on the bottom of mine. You're going to take this 2 by 3 7/8 piece and you want to fold it on the score mark. I'm going to put some additional glue on my boxes. Maybe I should do it one at a time. And then you want to line them up as close to the score mark, but not on the score mark. Press down. And then this one, same thing. Put some additional glue here on the bottom. Turn it facing the other box. And as close as you can to the score mark, not on the score mark, lining them up. Perfection doesn't matter on the bottom because you're gonna mat over that anyway, so I wouldn't worry too much about if it's not all the way covered, if it's not exactly straight, because you're gonna mat over that anyway. So I need to get this box closed. Okay, I want it to be able to press it down and turn it over and see that's covered, and then you'll just mat all of your pieces, and then when it's done, it'll open up like this, and then you can do your little tabs here to open up the boxes once you mat everything. So I really love how this turned out. If you have any questions, please leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'll leave links to all the other ladies' channels down below as well. Thank y'all so much for watching. Stay safe and have a great day. Bye.